Hello gamers and welcome back to Let's Play Age of Empires 4. After finishing the Normans campaign and also playing obviously skirmish and multiplayer, I want to continue with the Let's Play of the next campaign. And I'll just go by order because there's still 3 campaigns to go for the 100 Years' War, the Mongol Empire and rebuilding Moscow. And I will just go for the next one, play it in order. 1351. The Combat of the 30. England's king waged war for his claim to France. In the midst of violent raids and devastating battles, one tournament of champions would uphold the values of chivalry. Here we go. Very much looking forward to it.
In 1350, what we know as the idyllic French countryside was a living hell. For more than 15 years, the people had suffered at the hands of English invaders. Little did they know that this war would last for another 100 years. But through this crucible of fighting, famine and plague, there would emerge the modern nation of France. England's King, Edward III, looked jealously across the English Channel. Wanting France for his own, he had added the fleur-de-lis, the symbol of France, to his own royal standard. This was an all-out declaration of war. And in 1337, he invaded. But France already had a king, Philippe VI. As the English burned their way across the land, Philippe's army and his legendary knights marched to meet them and came face to face with the English longbow. A simple weapon, but the most devastating the knights had ever faced. The heroes of France fell to storms of English arrows. The war engulfed the French countryside. By 1351, the conflict was focused on Brittany. One fight stands out as a spectacular display of chivalry and a symbol of the wider conflict between the two enemy nations. The Combat of the 30 is still commemorated here in Brittany. It was a dispute between two local families. Supported by the opposing sides in the war, the French and English commanders decided to settle it through a trial of knightly combat. Each side would choose 30 champions to fight on neutral ground. France prepared to defend itself against England's finest.
This is really interesting. I didn't know about this Combat of the 30. But I've seen one of the oldest surviving longbows in the Tower of London. Okay, the French I think it was in the Tower of London. The French captain Jean de Beauharnais would enlist 30 great fighters to defend France's claim to Brittany. On the opposing side, England's fiercest champions represented their king. The two sides would clash in an arena of chivalric combat. Yeah, and I think they also kind of invaded because obviously they still held some lands in Normandy and so on from the Dukedom of Normandy, and the Queen is still the Duchess till today of Normandy, which is basically the Channel Islands when it comes to that title. Okay, here we go. Gilac, Brittany.
Intent on ending the suffering of the French peasantry, Sir Jean de Beauharnais sent a challenge to the English commander. 30 champions on each side would compete in a tournament for final claim to Brittany. With the battleground of the halfway oak agreed upon, Sir Jean set out to gather support from local knights.
Recruit champions to combat the English.
As a knight himself, Sir Jean followed the strict rules of chivalry and was expected to protect the local peasantry and ensure peace.
I'm a bit handicapped because of a sports injury from handball, so my right hand is a bit... Kill wolves. Attacking villagers. Here we go. I need to turn down the volume a tiny little bit, I think. Recruit.
Most medieval tournaments were friendly in nature, held for sport and glory, but the combat of the 30 was arranged between opponents mired in war. English raids had torn through the countryside of Brittany and brought great hardship to the people.
How cool is it that she tells us the story while we are kind of moving, but like in Red Dead Redemption 2 when you ride somewhere and you get some dialogue and stuff, or in GTA. But here with history.
An English raiding party attacking a nearby farmstead.
We need to help Sir Guy de Rochefort. We need to attack with the spearmen. We need to protect the peasants. And there are more enemies. We need to save our king, our knight. Okay, and the hero units have the crown. I think it's going well. Okay.
The French knights defeated the English raiders, and Sir Guy de Rochefort joined Sir Jean's party.
Olivier, he can heal my units, I think. So we have Jean de Beaumer will be number 1. Then we have Olivier Harel, he will be number 2. And then Guy de Rochefort will be number 3. So is Guy number 3? Yes, he is. Okay, so you can heal the units, please. What can you do? Thunder. Demoralize nearby enemies. That's pretty cool. And what can our main hero do? Attack speed. Increased range attack speed and melee attack damage. Cool stuff, so you really need to use that, I think. I should have maybe used that before. I think this is like the first time I play the French in general, because they were considered kind of overpowered. Maybe the English are more overpowered in multiplayer. And the Mongols, well, I don't know. So I actually didn't play with the French so far.
Sir Jean's search next brought him to Sir Geoffroy Dubois, whose squires were contending with a detachment of English longbowmen.
Oh, mon Dieu.
The knights would use the great speed of their war horses to charge the archers and overwhelm them.
Okay, charge, charge. Vite, vite. Now everyone needs to attack. Yeah, I can't really use my right hand, unfortunately. Oh, we should do something like
The
this.
English longbowmen fell, but the French knights knew the enemy would attempt to retake the hilltop fortification and steeled themselves for further attacks.
Here they are. Can I do a special thing here? Yes, we can demoralize the enemy. Go back, go back, go back. I need the other guys to attack. You guys get around. Come here. Little bit of micro here at least. because it might turn out to be quite difficult. We will see. Oh, shite. Attack speed, s'il vous plaît. And there are even more enemies approaching, not with the cavalry. Now cavalry follows. Okay, this positioning is actually quite decent. And now I need to, my spearman in particular. Okay, they really want this hill back. Okay, we've got Geoffroy
With Sir
Dubois.
Geoffroy by his side, Sir Jean had secured the outpost.
What can you do? Revive leader. But they are all alive. But we need to heal up. Let's wait 1 second. Yeah, I've lost a bit too many units maybe. Optional, recruit additional champions to combat the English. Recruit Geoffroy Dubois. And we are not yet 30 guys. Thunder movement. This is the units I get, I think. Or I got from them.
Looking to secure his honor, a young knight held his ground on a bridge in Sir Jean's path.
Win a duel. Okay, I can't do anything with these units. And team attack speed, here we go. This should help. And now we have recruited Yves Charul.
Honorably conceding defeat in the duel, Sir Yves Charel joined the cause.
Charel. There's one more champion that we can possibly recruit. But let's see the armor. Rallies nearby. Well, look at this. Actually, when everyone is selected, I can still select the special attacks. That is pretty cool. I like that. Now we're at the gate. There's some men-at-arms. German mercenaries.
Sir Jean entered the staging area for the tournament, where he prepared to choose which knights would join him in battle.
How many knights can I choose? Select the champion. I want to go for...
Each knight would be accompanied by his squires, young nobles in training to become knights themselves.
Let's go for Guy de Rochefort. How many champions can I select? 2. So I've got the healing guy. We could go for 9 spearmen, but I don't really see cavalry. We could go for the Royal Knights and the 5 horsemen. Or for the 9 men-at-arms. And considering this setup, I think I'll go for the men-at-arms.
Sir Jean had selected his champions. As the sun rose, the two sides entered the arena, ready for the first round of combat.
How cool is that? We are ready. It is the fight of the 30. We are fighting for the destiny of the country. And attack maintenant. Armor for us. Sunder the enemy. Oh shit, I misclicked because of my hand. Sacre bleu. Okay, the left flank is dwindling. Okay, we did win.
The French were at a disadvantage following the first round.
Oh,
But they would use the break to strengthen their forces.
is that allowed? Reinforce, how can I do that? I want to go for melee armor, melee attack. And where can I recruit more units? How can I reinforce? I cannot reinforce, I think. Yeah, it's mainly because of this misclick. I think we lost a bit too many men. And look at the... there are quite a few more. So I might have to replay that actually, from the last safe spot.
Refreshed and reinvigorated, the French knights returned to the arena for another round of combat. The combat of the 30 was about to decide which nation would control the Duchy of Brittany.
Okay, we can go for defense and we can go for quick attack speed. Both is crucial. Is there any sort of micro I could do? I need to rely on my hero units a little bit. Go for him. Okay, we've lost one hero. It's not looking good. Yeah, that's it. Rescue your leader. I think Brittany will be English. Mission failed. I can't right click with my hand properly, that's a bit... load saved game. Here we go. So the question is, how can we do better? Maybe I should have gone for some horsemen. I am not 100% sure. Loading times are a bit long, I think. Play. Okay, we can choose. So we fight against spearmen and
Each knight
landsknechts.
would be accompanied by his squires, young nobles in training to become knights themselves.
Let's go for the spearmen, maybe. Men-at-arms and spearmen, royal knights and horsemen. No, we don't need spearmen, we need more men-at-arms. Let's go for cavalry.
Sir Jean had selected his champions. As the
That's
sun
quite a lot
rose,
of knights.
The two sides entered the arena,
So you get number
ready for the first round of
3,
combat.
you get number 4. You get number 1, you get number 2, you get number 3. Four. And I think they need to go away and then attack from behind. And then do it again. Okay, I think that didn't work that well.
The French were at a disadvantage following the first round, but they would use the break to strengthen their forces.
Reinforce units. How am I supposed to reinforce them? Revive leader? I think they... yeah. So we can get this. But how are we supposed to get new units? It's not looking good. Where would I recruit new units?
Refreshed and reinvigorated, the French knights returned to the arena.
Somewhere
for
completely
another
different,
round of
maybe?
combat. The combat of the 30 was about
And I
to
didn't
decide which
activate
nation would control the Duchy of Brittany.
the specialties, unfortunately. Okay, this is not working at all. Defeated English units only 8. So maybe third time lucky. Okay, here we go. Okay, we will have champions, so...
Each knight would be accompanied by his squires, young nobles in training to become knights themselves.
Demoralizes nearby enemies, decreasing their melee armor. That's pretty good. Healing. Let's go for healing this time. He can go for attack damage. And let's actually increase our armor, I think. 15 seconds. So, there we go.
Jean had selected his champions. As the sun rose, the two sides entered the arena, ready for the first round of combat.
They don't really have a champion, so we should be able to defeat them. But the first round might be tricky. Okay, here we go. Let's select everyone, let's heal. And he's kind of binding some forces, which is good. This guy is about to die. How did that go? It didn't go that well, did it?
The French were at a disadvantage following the first round, but they would use the break to strengthen their forces.
Reinforce units. How am I supposed to reinforce my units? Well, we can get the technology. These are all not my buildings, so I can't do anything with the buildings. Maybe it's just a bad text, because I think they don't reinforce their units either. We've still got quite a few men-at-arms. We have men-at-arms as well. And actually 3 heroes.
Refreshed and reinvigorated, the French knights returned to the arena for another round of combat. The combat of the 30 was about to decide which nation would control the
Okay, here we
Duchy of
go.
Brittany.
Okay, here we go. Draw them away a little bit. Attack from behind, maybe. Attack this guy. Can I activate anything? No, I can't. As you can see, I think this campaign is a bit to teach some micro, but it's still not good enough. I mean, look at that. Yeah. That's very unfortunate. So instead of getting it done rather quickly, because it's not the longest mission, it's actually taking ages. Okay, so I just checked out a clue. Apparently there's you can create a defensive line with the hotkey Z. I didn't know that. And then you need to attack them from the rear with cavalry. In particular the German mercenaries, because of their high attack rating. And the recommendation I just read is to get the men-at-arms and the cavalry. So I would like to give the cavalry, I would like to give all of them one number. Then I would like to give
the two sides entered the arena.
Give the cavalry, you guys get number 2, you guys number 3. Okay. Okay, this is actually the defensive line. Okay, I never really used that. So you go for the line formation now, quickly. But you actually don't. No. Okay, we can actually already give up. Because of the misclick here. I should give them the information beforehand as well. We need to try to focus down on the German infantry. Here's one. Yeah, that didn't work.
The French were at a disadvantage following the first
Let's actually
round.
immediately load, because I don't think there's a point in doing it like this. But it's apparently quite a difficult mission. Okay, so let's choose the cavalry.
Each knight would be accompanied by
Let's
his
choose the
squires,
men-at-arms.
young nobles in training to become knights.
And let's get
themselves.
everything ready. So, we've got our infantry.
So Jean had selected his champions.
Okay,
As the
so
sun rose,
the cavalry
the
gets
two
number
sides entered
3.
the arena,
This
ready
cavalry
for
gets
the
number
first
2.
round of combat.
You get number 1. And you number 4. You form a defensive line. Okay. Okay, round 1 has apparently already begun. So let's use our special stuff. Oh no, no, no. This guy, please. Okay, we must revive our leader. No, that didn't work. I think I was
The
too
French
slow.
were at a disadvantage following the first round, but they would use the break to strengthen their forces.
Okay, so you get number 2. Not sure why the match had started before I was even in the arena.
Refreshed and reinvigorated, the French knights returned to the arena for another round of combat. The combat of the 30 was about to decide which nation would control the Duchy of Brittany.
There's a Landsknechts unit. We need to be careful with the spear units. There's another Landsknechts unit. This is unfortunately a spearman. So let's go for him. Lots of spearmen on this side. Quick attack can be activated. No. I think that's the best attempt so far. We need to go for the spearman first. No, I'm not getting to the spearman. So go for this guy. Yeah, but it's not going to be enough. Let's focus on him. Okay, he's got the lance back. No, there's no lance. There's the lance. Not sure why I'm double clicking and it's not working. There we go. Okay, you don't need to double click apparently. Maybe I need to face them before I click. No. Not sure why it's sometimes working and sometimes not. So close. 2 injured units are left. Get away, get away. That's not very chivalrous. He's more in the front, so I'll go for him. I need to kill both anyway. But I just need to be careful that I do the actual proper attack. Got 89 health and I'm not healing, unfortunately. Yeah, we've got one. I think I might be able to do it now. Bit cheesy, but still. Okay, we actually healed up a little bit. Go for him. Yeah, I think we've got it. He's the hero, Jean de Beaumer. He's the hero of the day. Fantastic.
Triumphant, Sir Jean de Beaumanoir and his loyal knights claimed victory. The combat of the 30 had decided control of Brittany in favor of the French.
Very good.
Little did the two sides know, this was just the beginning of a bitter war that would outlive them all.
And we are going to relive it in Age of Empires 4. That was quite tough. It's definitely there to teach you micro, but it might have been nice, you know, to get some clues or something. It's only intermediate difficulty. Chevauché video, a tournament of page from history. The combat of the 30 was a bloody counterpart to the pageantry of knightly jousts, but also a return to form. By 1350, jousts were focused on showmanship over actual combat. Grand pavilions hit knights ahead of dramatic reveals. An opening day parade displayed combatants in heraldic glory. Knights wielded blunted arms and competed for a rich purse. But tournaments started as training for war. In earlier centuries, jousts were only part of the tourney. Brutal melees with keen-edged weapons were just as important. Injury and even death were common. The most dangerous of these tourneys opposed national groups of knights, especially French and English, which often devolved into a pitched battle. This was the tradition revived for the combat of the 30. That's actually pretty cool. I saw a nice show tournament in southwest England once. I think Falmouth Castle, not 100% sure. Or somewhere in this area. Really good stuff. So then in the next episode we are going to see the next video, and yeah, let's quit the campaign mode, right? So we can actually see the next video in the next episode, the Siege of Paris. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.